Yo, what's going on? This is Jay.
It's B.
This is Lit Logic. We're on episode 17. We have guests here today. Why don't y'all introduce yourselves?
I'm Shavana.
Peace to the guys of Earth, man. My name Bud.
There you have it. So today's topic, we're going to be talking about, recent events with the, protesting and looting and stuff, and how, everyone has different opinions about, what's been going on. So we're just going to touch base on that. So we'll start with you, Bud. How do you feel about how do you feel about these protests? Because some people will be like, there's been peaceful protests and there's been looting, and then people feel some type of way about the looting and all this other shit. So I just want to hear your take.
All right, so me being a 5%er, we know a lot about our people. You know what I'm saying? A lot. My take on it was, I had mixed emotions about it. The peaceful protest was dope. I mean, don't get me wrong, that was dope. You know what I'm saying? But what I try to get people to understand is, man, for generations, a peaceful protest hasn't done nothing. Like, that's just fact. Let's just get that out of the way. That's fact. What I also didn't understand was people during the peaceful protest saying no justice, no peace, right?
Mm-hmm.
But see, you can't. It's a lot of sheets in wolf clothing.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? Because I had to ask somebody, do you know the origin of no justice, no peace? And she just tried to beat around the question, and I just kind of was like, but see, that's the thing I'm talking about. When the no justice, no peace part become a reality, everybody want to criticize. Now, don't get me wrong, I didn't condone the looting. The other God bodies I build with, they didn't condone it, but we also understood.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it happens. Some people did it for the wrong reasons. Some people took advantage of it.
Yeah.
And I agree with that wholeheartedly. You got some people that was angry about it. Some people, just felt like this is the opportunity to let out frustration. Now, during the course of all, racism, because I tell people all the time, racism has never got worse. We just got better at documenting it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, the technology is coming back to haunt them.
Yes, it definitely is.
It's
People be going on live when they be doing
it's coming back to haunt them. Because you had these cops. It's just like, oh, this what happened. Everything on paper. Mm-hmm. That's it.
That's it.
That's it.
That was law.
That was law. You know what I'm saying? Now that these technology and stuff is out there, it's coming back to haunt. Mm-hmm. So now it's kind of like, oh shit, like we got to do something about this because it's right there. And now you can't blind us with the fact that off a piece of paper. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Because now it's actual video evidence. It's the same thing with Rodney King, which that was clearly on video.
Yeah.
I don't know how the hell they got off of that.
Oh, you know why they got off.
I mean, I know why, but what I'm saying is like the technology that we got now is like you can't hide nothing no more. We see everything.
Yeah, we be recording everything. We use it against them.
Mm-hmm.
Proof.
It's proof.
Yes.
Yeah, but even so, I feel it's like, there's been instances where stuff has been caught on video, mm-hmm. and then the people, the cops still get off.
Right.
Whatever the case may be. So
that's just abusing their authority.
Well, it's not even really them. It's just the whole system that's set up like that.
Yeah.
Like that's like the history of this country. So it's always been like that for us.
Mm-hmm.
So.
And I just feel like, whatever, like, to me personally, anything less than murder is a slap in the face.
Yeah.
Like that's just how I feel about it.
And now they saying he dying of the
Like
coronavirus.
see that's the nonsense of that, because y'all try to do whatever y'all could. Like I tell people, the law is not made to protect us; it's to protect them. You get what I'm saying? They just use that to keep us in order. Like I asked this girl on Facebook, I said, "Do you know who started riots?" She said, "That ain't the point." I said, "No, it is the point." I said,
It definitely is.
not to be racist, because I have a lot of white friends. Because I don't like using the word white, but like white people started that, and they started that to keep us controlled. You get what I'm saying? Burning down homes, to let them know that we own this. Y'all live here. Y'all just live here. You know what I'm saying? Homes, churches, businesses that our ancestors had, crops, like a lot of stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Destroying banks and stuff.
Everything. You get what I'm saying? And for people to be like, oh, why they gonna burn down our own community? We don't own nothing here. We don't own nothing. I say, for a perfect example, you buy a house, bro, right? You pay your mortgage, right? If you stop paying property taxes on your house, who come gets the house?
The state come get it.
The state come get it. So how do you own something if you continuously gotta pay for it?
Exactly. Because even once your house is paid off, you still got to
You
pay
still
the
gotta
property
pay
taxes.
the
And if
the
you
property
don't
tax.
pay them property taxes, it don't matter if you own the house or not. They can still
They
come
still could
and
come
take
They
the
say
house.
it. Yeah, that's
So
for sure.
where do you own anything?
They got all that
Don't
shit.
really own
planned.
nothing, really.
Nothing. I'm like me and my dad was building about this the other day. He told me, he's like, remember what I used to tell you when you was about 6 years old? You don't own nothing but the clothes on your back and the food that you buy. House, car, anything,
You
you don't own that. They lend that to you, but they use words to try to make it seem like we own it. Like a whole girl got in an argument with me because I hit her with, I said, you don't own nothing. You don't own that house. You don't own that car. My car paid off. I said, but in order for you to keep the car, what you need to pay? Insurance.
Yeah, and if you don't
And
pay
if you don't
insurance,
pay insurance,
they suspend
they
your license.
suspend your license.
So,
And then if you get, God forbid you get in a car crash, it's over.
yeah.
They be on some bullshit with that one.
It's over. And
Yep.
somebody
pay
else.
insurance, if you suspend your
Yes,
license, then you
yeah.
can't even drive the car. You know, legally, you can't drive the car.
Exactly.
So,
Exactly.
is it really your car?
Yeah, it's like nothing is here we own, man.
If you have complete ownership of something, you can do whatever you want with it without no limitations.
Mm-hmm.
So, I feel you on that.
But as far as the rioting, bro, I didn't condone the looting. I was kind of like totally against it. But as a 5%, we understand, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, it's a lot of sheep in wolf clothing. You know what I'm saying? Like Malcolm X, Martin Luther King, Huey Newton, and Nelson Mandela. They all their hearts was in the right place, right?
Mm-hmm.
But all of them had different mindsets.
Yeah.
So Martin Luther King, he wanted to do peaceful protests. That got him killed. You get what I'm saying? Huey P. Newton.
And
he
then
wanted,
they started rioting after.
After.
Because at first they kept the peace.
They kept it peaceful. But
Yeah.
think about it. He did a peaceful protest. He got murdered. You know what I'm saying? Then Huey P. Newton, you feel me? He just wanted us black people to know our rights. We have our constitutions and everything like that. In California, you got bare arms to right. They set him up to do time and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Malcolm X, the same thing. You know what I'm saying? Basically, was telling them, we just want y'all to be held accountable the way y'all hold us.
Yeah.
And look what they did to him. You know what I'm saying? It's pretty much everything. We done did the peaceful way for so long and got no result. I'm not condoning violence, just to let y'all know that. I'm not condoning
I
that.
mean, it could still be.
But I'm just saying though, like I see it for what it is. We've been doing peaceful protests for generations and have not gotten no result. You want to get like people.
I mean, you could if you get enough people.
I mean, yeah,
without,
absolutely.
getting
But-
violent and
But my
stuff.
whole thing is, even with this has been the largest protest
In
in
history.
world history.
In history.
What is that going to really stop police from killing, other black folk? I think
Some it might will, some it might won't. Like
No.
they killed somebody the same way right after that George Floyd.
Yeah, they
thing
killed
happened.
somebody in Louisville.
Yeah.
A
And they
black
did the
a
same
black
thing. They
business
had
guy
his
that
knee
was-
like right on him the same way.
No,
like,
they shot him.
They shot
They
him.
shot him.
They even had it. I even heard it on somebody shared it on Facebook that the police dispatcher on New York was saying shoot him, run him
Yeah,
over.
yeah, I seen that too.
what? That's crazy.
So I mean, like as people, man, like I just tell people, the damage is done. Now it's time to really get yourself mentally prepared for what comes next.
Yeah.
And to all the people that was kind of like, y'all was down there peacefully protesting, but y'all don't even know what y'all was saying. No justice, no peace. You cannot criticize the people that was out there doing whatever. And it was bad, but you can't criticize it because it's bigger than that. Those malls, those stores, all that can be replaced.
Yeah.
And that just, I had to delete people because y'all really, like, people was really taking a materialistic stand on for somebody losing their life. And that's what messes us up as black people until something happens to one of our family members.
Well,
Then we want to go. Then
Yeah.
it's a different story.
Well, a lot of people don't realize this. A lot of businesses, for the most part, have insurance.
Exactly.
So they have insurance
All that shit.
specifically for things like this.
Right.
If your stuff is damaged, then insurance companies pay money. So it really wasn't like they was losing money.
Right.
And like when we was talking at work the other day, a lot of those businesses was closed.
Anyway. So they wasn't even
Because of this corona shit.
that was the point. That's the big point. A lot of them business was closed, like we talked about.
Mhm.
So technically, we did them a favor because they wasn't making no money inside the store.
No.
Yeah, so they destroyed the store. Now the insurance company got to pay them out for
Mhm.
money that they
For
wasn't
money
making
they
anyway.
wasn't even making anyway.
You're welcome. You know,
like seriously, like that's what I was trying to
That's
tell
facts.
you. Like, it's not. Y'all acting like. I'm like, first of all, I said, let me tell. I had to ask people. I said, how many people are y'all shot down here? I said, honestly, y'all complaining about downtown. Y'all don't even shop down there.
Most definitely don't. They just want to get.
Yeah, like I haven't shopped downtown in forever.
I haven't been anywhere from anything downtown since I worked down here. And that was 5 years ago.
And they just want to make that you work there.
Yeah, I used to work there. When I worked down there, I used to, get stuff down there. But now that I don't work down there, because there ain't barely anything down there.
I'm
There's
like,
nothing
damn,
down
it
there.
definitely ain't. I'm like,
I'm
why
just-
are you breaking into that stuff for?
I mean, snipes.
Like,
That
that's
was
the only
really
thing they got.
Niggas broke
And
this
a grocery
GNC.
store, that's about it. Yeah.
That's what I was like.
Yeah.
See the police. Let me tell you something. The police knew what they was doing, man. Because I pay child support for my daughters. I was just like, just go South Broad Street. But they had that whole thing blocked off. My Mill Hill. They was like, we protected the courthouse. Y'all could take care of everything else. I was like, and then the PSC&G, I was just like, damn, man, that would have been nice. Not the news people information on how much they owe. Real nice.
Well, who down there was really going to be able to do some shit? Because they got everything is computerized now. So unless you destroy everything,
Yeah.
they was just gonna pull up. They gonna make sure. They gonna make sure. You know what I mean? They know they owe money and shit.
Right. But I just was just telling people don't criticize the looters and the rioters because at the end of the day, like that no justice, no peace part became a reality. So we can't sit there and walk down the street and say no justice, no peace, and then when the reality part of it comes, you want to be
when the no peace part comes.
Yeah.
Now it's just
now,
like, hey, y'all taking it too. No.
No.
Justice, no peace. That's what y'all
That's
want.
what y'all wanted, and that's what
carrying
it
the
is.
sign.
Yes.
You
You put it on the sign.
Exactly.
When I see that, that's what I feel like. That's what you're on.
Right.
So when it's time for that to happen, don't hide.
Don't hide. Don't. And that's what a lot of people was doing. A lot of people was doing that, and I kind of like was just unfriended mad people because it's crazy how it really take this to see how people really think, man. I had to like people that I was cool with. I was like, man, you systematically programmed. You don't know nothing about.
But is that their
history or
fault
nothing.
though?
I mean, that's a good question. I don't know, but
Could be their parents.
it could be their parents' fault. Because like my mom is a Christian, right? But my father is a 5%.
Mhm.
So my mom kept me around him because of the fact that he wanted me to know about all that
Yourself.
culture, about knowledge itself, wisdom, and understanding. That the black man is God and the black woman is the queen. You feel me? And we come from royalty. This is what I be trying to tell people. We built this country for free. They haven't even gave us nothing but a $1,200 stimulus check.
That's nothing.
That's nothing compared to what we built. These people came from
America, you stole all this money.
yeah, like you still owe us
You
reparations
still owe.
and $17 trillion still
we ain't
ain't
forget
enough.
either. We ain't
Right.
forget.
But see, that's what. But see,
Run
but
that
this
check.
But this is what they try to do. This is why I tell people they need to read. All that just looking on, grab a book and read, man.
Just read about the law, right?
Right,
And
read about the
know
law
your
and
rights.
know your rights and know your history, man.
Yeah.
These people, this is the plan that they always do, right? I'm gonna give you an example. Downey homes and Miller homes, they tore them down, right? They tore them down.
No, I'm still there.
But I'm talking about the back part, the back part, the project.
Oh
part.
yeah,
They tore that down.
Yeah,
They knocked all that down, right? When you ride past Miller Homes, you see what? Houses, rush crosses, right?
Yeah.
Now, when you lived in the projects that was low income houses that went by your income, it's the same thing that they did over there, but what they tried to do was they tried to brainwash people, because it's nice and all this and all that. But if you think about it, the property value on that land is low
Yeah, because the area.
because of the area. You get what I'm saying? This is when I say we don't own anything.
Mm-hmm.
I got a homegirl right now that's a nurse. She paid like almost $2,000, but then I know somebody else that lived there that's only paying like $900 or something. You get it? We don't own anything. That's why I be trying to tell people.
Yeah.
Like people can't seem to get that through their mind. It's not like you go into a grocery store and you buy your food. After you buy the food, you can do whatever you want with it after that. You can sell it, you can throw it in the garbage, you can do whatever.
Sure.
It's yours. But a house and a car and stuff like that, land, that's not going to ever be yours. It's never going to be yours. You're going to always have to pay something to keep that.
Mhm.
Always. No matter how old you are. That's why my father and my grandfather always told me. And they was telling me this before people started noticing. They love us when we buying their cars, buying their jewelry, buying all this stuff. But they hate us when we buy real estate and land and all this stuff. They hate that.
Yeah.
They hate it. It's the same thing with a loan, yo. It's a red line for us black people to even get a loan.
Yeah.
Like, that's crazy.
I was reading something on that yesterday. They were saying that lenders are more willing to lend money to low income, white families or white people.
White people
than
then.
middle class,
black,
and,
yeah.
black folks.
That's
Yeah,
crazy.
That's a damn shame.
That's a shame. That's terrible. So if
It's so
anybody,
surprised though.
but yeah, but like you think about it, like a lot of people who get these businesses, like my boy, he got his own business on West Hanover. His hands her music, right? I may be wrong because I'm not sure. But he saved most of his money to get that building. Most of it for years. I remember we talked about that when we was younger. You know what I'm saying? Like, we have no way of winning, like, when it comes to this country. Like, none whatsoever. And that's why I didn't really complain about or bitch about the whole riot and the looting, because I was like, what else can we do? What else?
I feel the same way.
What else?
When this whole rioting thing started happening, I understood it. Like, 'cause,
You don't like it, but you understand it.
And that's
to me,
good.
it's not
That's
even-
how
And
I didn't like it
a lot
at
of
all.
people don't understand that. They just like, okay, yeah, I understand. Oh, you're done. No.
No.
I don't like it, but I understand why they did it.
to me, it wasn't even the point of not even liking it, because, Malcolm X said, by any means necessary. So, by any means necessary.
Right, your point across.
So it's your point, I mean, that, to push the agenda. So, like, I get it, but, people shouldn't be so concerned about corporations and shit that don't really give a fuck about us anyway.
No, like we fund them. We
Yeah.
fund them.
Yeah.
We do. Chick-fil-A, Walmart, all that stuff. Wendy's, we fund them.
Yeah.
So why give a fuck about something? I mean, why care about something we funded and they never gave back to the community? We ain't got no programs for the kids no more. I never went to Trail High, but I heard it was bad. Like that building been needing remodeling
They
work.
just
I'm
did
glad
it.
They just
didn't
did
destroy
it.
though, 'cause
But
you're
I'm just
right.
they just did
They
it. My
just
mom been
did
saying
it.
that since she been going. It's been mold and stuff mildew all through
Yeah.
that school since she went there.
And
And they
it's
just
good.
been that just shows y'all. That should tell y'all how much they give a fuck about us.
And this is the crazy part. They built the building, and now they're deciding which grade.
Which grades that's
should
gonna
be in
go
the
there?
building. So if you're a freshman thinking you're going there,
They're
you
doing
may
like certain days.
no grades.
Grades.
So they're not gonna let because majority statistically, freshman year are the wild cards.
Yeah,
Those are the
yeah,
ones where
those
you're
are
gonna
the
get
ones-
all the fights from.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's that. It's just the way it is.
Mhm.
Sophomore year is like, okay,
no,
but junior, senior year, that's where everybody takes it more serious.
Seriously.
So if you eliminate the freshmen
And
and
the
keep
sophomores.
keep the sophomores
Keep the
there,
sophomores.
because now they're on the end. Now they got the the juniors and seniors to look at it and go, okay, that's not the way how stuff is run here. Freshmen, you're not telling the freshmen what to do.
Mhm.
They're gonna tear the school up, so that they're deciding what grades
To come back.
to go to the school.
It's the same thing. Like my daughter's going to Village Charter. The same exact way you explained that. The same exact way. That school ain't even that big, right? But
And they decided.
yeah, but how they do it is the sixth graders
Mhm.
still stay on that hallway with the kindergarten and fifth
They
grade.
can't go.
They can't go upstairs. You get what I'm saying? So the way he explained that is, that's how people do it.
Well,
Like,
a lot of that, is gentrification.
mm-hmm.
Like, how you saying how they knocking down certain shit like
Mhm.
ghetto homes and,
Yeah.
building more nicer, environments and stuff. Eventually, Trenton is going to be more,
Lawrence.
it's going to be more, more of a mixture of races.
Mm-hmm.
It ain't going to be just black and Hispanics. You're going to start seeing more white people back down there like how it was back in the day.
Right.
And I'm already starting to see them now.
Mm-hmm.
So, that's the thing that's, is going to eventually end up happening because that's why they buying up all the property, they tearing down shit, like they going to start making cuts.
because this is what I understand, because we are not looking to buy that property.
No.
Yeah.
I'm one of them too, because at that time I'm thinking like, what can I do with this house? But when I should have did, see, my father and my grandfather had property. They had property in Trenton. My daughter's grandfather had property in Trenton. And I should have jumped on that board once I started working there. I should have bought property. Because they buying it, it's low. It's like they selling those houses for like less than $10,000.
But it was like what you said before. You was like, you don't own anything.
Yeah.
So when you're young, you like, why do I buy property? I'll just buy the house, not own it. But now growing up, you realize like you don't own the house, but you buy the property and you build your
Build your
own.
own, right.
Now this is a different story. Now
Facts.
now it's yours.
It's yours, right?
The
Because you
longevity
building
of it,
right.
then the short trail would be like, I'm gonna just get the big mansion.
Mhm.
See, they don't teach you that in school.
No.
You
like
know,
how-
just like they don't have Black history in school. But at my school, we went to Lawrence. So
Yes.
at Lawrence, they tried to have, they call it African American studies.
I'm
They-
sorry.
No, it's comical.
What we had?
Oh no, because remember, a couple of kids were passing the petition around the sign.
Yeah, they tried to get it, but we
No,
never
they
got
had
it.
they had the class for 1 quarter because it was a joke. It was in the corner. First of all, it was in the corner classroom.
I would have felt, yeah.
It was in the corner classroom.
I could have gone to Lawrence.
They didn't ask all the Black kids to be in there. It was in the corner classroom, and they didn't even have teachers that knew about Black history. You have substitute teachers trying to come in and teach an actual class that doesn't know anything. So the class was a joke.
Yeah, like.
But that just goes to show you, why is our history a joke?
it's-
Why is that?
It's not more. It's not necessarily.
They pushing on about George Washington when he was on the boat with his foot up, Abraham Lincoln in a fucking tree.
Yeah, here's the thing. It's not the fact that it's a joke. It's that they don't really want you to know.
They don't want you to know anything. This is why I be trying to build with people, man. Like my father and them, all my uncles, 5%ers, man. They taught me about my history since then, where we originally came from. How, first of all, that Bible shit is not real. Like, I'm just keeping it 100. That's written by men, right? We question everything and we can never get an answer. And it's crazy because we were actually kings and queens of Egypt and Mecca and all this stuff. You feel me? Now mind you, everybody know who owned America, who found America first, the Native Americans, right? These people actually came
And
took over, but they came from Europe. Now Europe, the way they doing it here was the same way they did it in Europe. Think about it. If you ever watched, I don't know, you ever watched the show, the series Spartacus, right?
Yeah.
That's what's happening over there. So they fled to come here and try to put that here. You get what I'm saying? We had our own language. We had our own language. They actually, it was brilliant. Like, I couldn't even get mad because it was brilliant. Y'all actually reshaped and reformed our mindset to think that this is the right way, and it never was. Brilliant. But people so systematically programmed, they just stay. They don't want to learn nothing because that's all they know.
They said that was planned. That riot thing was planned. And
Yeah,
it was like people from different
video.
states.
I was watching the video
checking their
today,
IDs.
and there's people that was at protests, and they were
They
showing
weren't even
like
from here.
they were showing like bricks, like random piles of bricks
Set up there, like
set
they
up
planned
there,
it
just
up.
like
Yeah, they planned it.
Armstrong that we work with.
Mm-hmm.
He caught them. He was like, "Where y'all from?" They ain't saying nothing. He was like, "Yo, man, your boots look kind of scared. Where y'all from?" Like, he put them on blast. He put them on blast, yo. Then they just dispersed from them and walked off.
Bro, but you seen the dude that got caught for lighting the cop car on fire was from South Plainfield.
Yeah.
What?
That's
I didn't miss that.
Yeah, you ain't seen that?
No.
The guy that set the cop car, he got charged for setting the cop car on fire. He was from South Plainfield.
Yeah, what
All
are you
these
doing?
people
An
are
hour
from
and some
different
change.
states.
An hour and some change away from here. What you coming all the way down here?
The start sign.
There was a protest in Newark. That's closer to you than coming all the way down here. Yeah, bro, that shit was set up.
Yeah,
And
it was
they-
set up.
they-
They was planning that the whole
They
time.
didn't even bricks and shit out there. in
So they
spots where
can
it's
like break
protesting
stuff
at.
like windows and shit like.
Now, see, that's
Yeah, like
they-
you talking
they
to hey man, I need a brick.
They catching people.
Right.
Like there's people that sit there and attack people that was trying to start shit when they was just trying to do peaceful protesting.
Yeah, because
That's
when
crazy.
you bring people on the outside looking in, a lot of times how can I say this? I'm all for people that are knowledgeable of what's going on and that want to come and support. What I'm not for is people that know what's going on and their main agenda is to come here and start shit.
Yeah.
Because
With the number one thing, people coming in that's not from here, you already know what they undercover cops doing. You know that book, $38 an hour.
But Trump said he wanted to send people. He said that.
But
Like,
see,
send cops undercover and shit. And
but
like,
you got the cops breaking shit though. You ain't got them giving out no order, trying to get order. You got them breaking shit. Dude was breaking the window.
That's why. And this is the silly part about this. He's blatantly telling on himself, "I'm going to send people to these towns, and I'm telling them as the president of the United States, go break shit.
Yeah.
So we can blame
So
it
you
on
can
everybody
have
else.
It's just.
It's
oh my
common.
God.
Like what did R. Kelly say? Use your common sense. Is this camera on? This stupid. Like.
Just like that video you shared. Well, the video you shared when my man was like, oh, two black guys attacked me, but he had the cross, bro. Shooting at people, and who all jumped on him?
No, one black
White
person,
Yeah.
one black person.
Yeah, they gonna get hit with no gold.
Right.
They whooped his ass. So you
Yeah,
deserve,
like
you
come on,
deserve
man.
that ass
It's,
whooping.
it's sickening, man. It's sickening how we are. What's the word I'm looking for? We are a statistic, man.
Mhm.
Like for years, man. We just been statistics, man. But guess what though? They love us because we can play sports and they can make money off us. See, that's another thing when people don't understand. Let not one black person play no basketball, play no football. Watch how boring that shit be. You know what I'm saying?
They wouldn't be able to operate.
They wouldn't be able to operate. People don't even know that people. I asked somebody the other day because I was like, do you know what the term third leg means? And they was like, nah, come on, man. I said, see, that's the part I'm talking about. Y'all systematically programmed. They used to use that word back there in the slavery times when they used to sell us off. He's a third leg. He could jump, he could run, he could climb trees, he could carry stuff on his back. He's a strong nigga. That's the term third leg. You feel me? But see, people so systematically programmed, they don't do that. That's why I tell people, read the fucking book. Because you just going off of what everybody else saying. Know your history. If you don't know your history, then you just blind to the fact. You just black, but just programmed.
Yeah.
You don't know your history, you don't know nothing. That's why every morning when I come, I say, peace, peace, God. Because that's what we are. We're God bodies, man. You know what I'm saying? We are the people that started this. You know what I'm saying? We never stole nothing. I ask people, give me one thing a Caucasian has invented.
I'm sure there's some stuff.
There's some.
Diseases.
Yeah, well. Yeah.
They use this
the
as
coronavirus,
they use this as yo, bro.
That was
so
the
crazy.
Tuskegee thing.
Mhm.
I remember that too.
And none of them was wearing a mask either. They tell us to wear masks, but none of them
Trump ain't wore a mask since this whole thing was going on.
And that's why nobody questions that.
Shit is
shit.
fake.
It's fake, bro. What we was talking about, what we said was, is just another common flu.
Yeah.
That's all it is. That's all it is, man.
It's 10 times worse.
That man ain't wear a mask since the day it started. Like, and that's why I be like, man, I don't wear no mask when I gotta wear one when I go to the store.
Yeah, of course.
But I'm not wearing no mask all day. Like, come on, man. He's a president. He's supposed to be a mainstream figure, and he not even setting an example.
Nope.
You wonder why?
Because he's a joke.
He's
He
a
definitely
fucking
Just
is.
like
I
I went to.
don't believe in politics anyway, so
I don't.
Trump don't bother me because I don't believe in the whole system.
This
of
scary
politics.
ass in the bunker. He been in there for 2 fucking days. Like he's a bitch.
When they all started surrounding the White House, he's a
He's a
dead.
bitch. He went to the bunker.
Yeah.
They took his ass to the bunker.
Pussy. That's what he
He's a
is.
bitch. He couldn't even, because people ain't beat for his shit.
That's I posted. I shared some while this topic means like it hurts me to the core. But like I said, I am a Saints fan, but I do not respect what you said. But I took to my social media page and I said this. I'm like, how as a country we can blackball a man taking a knee for standing up for minorities and blacks,
Right.
and we blackball a guy that organized dog fighting. Not fight a dog himself. Only thing he went to jail for is because it was at his house and people told on him. But we're okay with a president that's telling you to go grab girls in the pussy without them knowing.
Sexist,
Racist
Yeah.
tweets and stuff on TV.
And they want him to be our president.
And how and then on top of
See,
that,
this is the thing what people don't fail to realize. They choose people. They knew he was the perfect dummy for them to get that shit off.
because they
knew
know
it.
other dummies think like him.
Yeah, like it's no way, bro.
My thing is this: people be so like up in arms about Trump and being racist or whatever the case may be. All the presidents was racist. Every single last one of them.
A lot of
You had
presidents had
presidents in
slaves.
Jim Crow law that grew up down south, that grew up with dealing with that type of shit. You think just because they got in the president offices that shit was going to change?
Nope.
There was presidents that had freaking slaves. That's why I don't I don't believe in that whole voting shit.
I don't believe in either. People like go vote. I'm like,
No.
why? They control the shit anyway. They're gonna pick who they want to pick anyway.
They're going to do
If they
what
wanted
they
a woman,
want
if
to
they wanted
do.
a woman in the White House, Hillary would have been in the White House.
Right.
They
They're
didn't want
going
her
to
in
do
the White
what
House.
they want to do.
You know
That's
what's
the
so
thing.
funny?
That's why shit hasn't changed because they don't want it to change. You
Yeah.
sit there and go into a booth and pressing a button is not going to change
Change nothing.
what they want to do.
Right.
They're going to do what they want
Gonna
to do
do
because they have the
regardless,
money,
yeah,
the
regardless.
power, the resources.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
That's the thing. There was a video that I'm probably going to share later. I didn't get a chance to do it today. But Farrakhan was talking about, you know, they did a march on Washington.
From Washington, yeah.
And he's like, the topic was jobs and justice. That was back in 1963.
Crazy, though.
And they said the 20-year anniversary, so that'd be 1983. They did the same thing, march on Washington, same thing, jobs and justice. And then 30 years later, march on Washington, jobs and justice. He was like, stop trying to beg white people to do stuff that you can do shit for yourself.
Like people like, oh, when I'm supposed to buy my food, and when I'm supposed to do this and do it. I'm just like, see, this is the part where our people be like, y'all systematically programmed, man. I said, we already got the natural resources to survive. It's an instinct. It's a fucking instinct. So if you panicking on how you gonna eat, how? How? When you've been surviving since you've been in this world.
Yeah.
Low income housing and all this shit. How? You feel me? We got the knowledge to go fishing. We got the knowledge to go hunting. All that. That's given. That is an instinct.
But that's if you want to do all that stuff.
But I'm just saying though.
Yeah, no, I get what you're saying,
Yeah.
but you gotta realize, like, how many black people have really been fishing? How many really black people have been hunting? How many black people been knowing how to grow their own shit, grow their own food, this, that, and third? You know, we're not ready for that conversation because
But see, this
if
is
shit ever hit the fan, you know, you got to depend on
You
yourself for
but see, that's the
survival.
thing.
Right,
You
because
can-
a lot
survival
you gonna see a lot of the sheets come out.
This is the thing. If you can learn rap lyrics,
Mm-hmm.
you can learn other shit like that.
Yeah.
You can learn how to do stuff.
Yeah,
It's the thought process
It's
of
a mindset.
wanting to.
It's a mindset.
If you get, like you said, if you get put in that situation where you have to do that, you're gonna see a lot of sheeps. They're not gonna know how to do it because they didn't want to. You know, if you wanted to learn how, I can't skate for shit. If I wanted to learn how to skate, I can really go learn how to skate. I just don't want to.
Right.
You know, and that's the thing.
one of
People just don't. You know what? I'm not doing it. People just don't want to do it.
The crazy thing, not to get off topic. What you doing?
I'll be back.
God, break the shit. We in here shooting. Shooting on the rules. We in the middle of shooting.
I'm sorry, couldn't hold it no longer.
Yeah, I just
Look, kicking her ass.
She's over there trying to fight over there on the ropes. So you fucking fucking leg. Y'all killing me with this. But no,
I mean, y'all, you absolutely right about that, man. I just think as black people, man, we need to dream about the shit that don't matter, like them fucking stores. We fund them stores to stay open. We do.
And this is the crazy part. A lot of people care about wardrobes looking good, but if you ain't have a job, you're never gonna have that shit. So why care about it? You know, why put so much effort into outdoing the next man next to you,
Right.
instead of you and the next man next to you coming
It's a
together?
crab in a bucket
Yeah,
or a barrel
bro.
syndrome. So
It's
that's the topic for the
Yeah.
other day. We have to
we
use a
ain't
couple
even-
hours
yeah,
to,
that's-
to you know explain that shit.
That's-
But
That's because like I don't ever, you know what I'm saying. One of my supreme mathematics, man. One of them is build and destroy, man. And I'm always looking to build, and he'll tell you that. I don't never put nobody down, nothing, man.
And see, that's nobody. A lot of people don't have that.
No, and that's great. That's why I teach it to my kids, man. I teach my kids. I always tell them. My daughter, she said, "Dad, I hate white people," and I was like, don't ever. I was like, let me tell you something. When you brought into this world, when you're born into this world, you already know how to love from the time you're an infant.
Because that's what you restore.
That's what you right. Hate is taught. I never taught you to hate. I understand how you feel. Cause she was when she saw that, she was in her room watching videos and stuff about how white people hung black people and did all this stuff.
Yeah.
So she just was like, "Dad, I hate white people." But I said, I never taught you to hate nobody. That's talk. That is talk.
Mm-hmm.
You don't come into this world hating nobody. You come in this world genuinely loving, no matter what race it is. So I tell her, I never taught you that.
And you see how you said talk, and you broke like how she had that mindset, and you taught her that's not the right way.
Right.
You're, I don't like you said, call white people, and that changed the scenario. Mom, Dad, I hate black people. They have a choice.
Mm-hmm.
Now they can do what you did and teach them the right, love everybody.
Mm-hmm.
There is no color,
Right.
or how it's been history. You tell it they didn't have those conversations,
Right.
and and the self-hate keeps growing. And I'm sorry, not the self-hate, but the hatred towards the next color keeps growing, generation.
Mm-hmm.
Because nobody in any generation is telling
It's
nobody,
right.
yo, we don't. That's not the
That's
right
not
way.
Right.
So in their mindset, through their family generations, that's the right way.
That's how they were brought up.
So you're teaching your daughter about peace. They're teaching about hatred.
Mm-hmm.
So your daughter's coming with peace. They're coming with hatred. Isn't that you took the time to teach? They didn't take the time to teach, and that's the problem that I have. Even nowadays, to me, I was telling him this. How do you? I don't get how does a person from the opposite color. How do you listen to our music, dress like us, adapt to our style, befriend us, call us your brother, your sister, but as soon as something goes wrong, we're nothing more than a nigga.
Mm-hmm.
How do you do that? You want to know why?
Them feelings was already.
Them feelings were there. Because
Like I know some solid ass white folk.
absolutely.
Man, black
So-
man, I got a lot of
I
white
know a
men.
lot of
There's
solid
some
ass
solid
white-
ass,
and it's
but
crazy
everybody's not like that. You
No.
gotta realize that, this shit is still going on, regardless of how long it's been.
Right.
or how
since-
low they're
since-
trying to keep it low,
since
hide
slavery
it
has
and
been-
shit.
This shit ain't gonna go nowhere because this is how America is.
Because at
This
the end
is
of the
what
day,
it was built on.
you can go hang out with your white friends and y'all could be out in public, y'all thinking everything cool. There's still somebody out there that's giving y'all this look.
Mm-hmm.
To look out the side of the eye because they don't like it. And that's sad.
That's
It really is.
It's sad. Because how do you teach somebody to just love
One
Well, I
something
think-
that somebody
I
that
think
looks like
eventually
you?
is going to get to that point because there's a lot of mixed. There's more mixed babies now than there.
Because a lot of people
was
agree
back
with it.
then.
Yeah, my
And
thing
we
is that
multiply.
eventually.
Yeah, our babies, we multiply by the day.
Yeah.
So it ain't even
My
like,
thing is that I think eventually at some point it's going to get to the point where we're going to be so. There's going to be so much of a mixed race, not just with black and white, but just all over the place. We're going to be so, culturally mixed that eventually that none of this stuff isn't going to matter. But that's, far in the future.
But in that sake, if there's going to be mixed kids, they have to understand you're still black. It don't matter. You're still black. A lot of people
That's what I try to tell
they don't understand. It don't matter if you're light skinned with blue eyes. It don't matter because at the end of the day, you still a nigga to some people's eyes. Don't matter your skin complexion.
Same. White person called him a nigger and spit on him. Try to spit at him.
Oh, you talking about the shit he posted?
Yeah.
I don't know. Because he said somebody called him a pig.
Oh, you said somebody called him a
He
pig.
called him a pig because he was in uniform. They called him a pig, and people feeling some type of way towards police or whatever the case may be. So I think that's what the issue was. But,
Okay.
yeah, but I mean, even still, like, with all the stuff that's going on with police brutality and everything like that, everybody doesn't think like that.
No.
It doesn't happen in every single place.
Mm-hmm.
But for places where it does happen, if you're a person that doesn't feel like that or you feel like that's wrong, if you don't say nothing, you're just as guilty.
Mm-hmm.
So that's like, me being, where we work at, and somebody doing some bullshit and fucking somebody up, whatever the case may be, and they causing you to be in a situation that's not there. And I was like, all right, I'm not gonna say nothing, and then stuff continues.
Mm-hmm.
But if you do say something, not necessarily saying it to, higher ups, but just talking to that person personally, like, yo, you gotta relax because you putting people's livelihood in jeopardy because you're doing some bullshit. So, however way that you go about it, just say something, because if you allow a certain behavior to keep going on,
It's
the
going to
behavior
continue
is going to
going on.
continue
Yeah.
to keep going on.
Right. Yeah. Absolutely.
That's what I said. That teaching has to come.
Right.
Yeah.
People
Really
got to
does.
stop. People got, and as parents, because I'm a parent, man, teach these young guys, man, and these young queens, man, about themselves. Teach them where they came from. You
Yeah.
feel me? Because if you think about it, all the people, most of them kids that's rioting and looting around the country is babies. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. I looked on the trade and told you they have more 18 to 22-year-olds than anything. You feel me?
And they know.
And this just shows how much the parenting is fucked up. Because you not once did not even teach your child anything. You just let them grow up. See, people, this is what my pops always say. You got parents that teach, and parents that just let them grow up on their own.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And what I mean by growing up on their own, they figure it out for themselves. Their mom and their daddy give them a little bit here and there.
And it's mostly this generation
It's
too.
mostly this
It's
generation,
this
because they
generation,
just give them bits and pieces.
Yeah.
This here.
Yeah.
It's like you feeding a dog. It's like you feeding a dog, giving them piece.
You kind of touched on that.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And
The difference between our generation
Right.
and the new generation.
Oh yeah. Oh man, I ain't even getting to that.
No,
I ain't even getting to
But
that.
I hear what you're saying, because a lot of these younger kids, like I said, they know what's going on.
Absolutely.
But like you said, they're not getting that teaching from home.
No.
They're getting it through music,
Music,
TV.
and all that.
Yeah.
what's out
And
there.
the influences from the people that hang around.
Yeah.
Right.
So to them, they're gonna grow up. They're looking at life like, I gotta make money so I can be the flashiest hood nigga. Instead of, I gotta
But
make
you
money.
don't- But that's the thing, though. That's the part where I'm talking about. You don't own the hood.
Exactly.
You don't
But-
own
but
anything.
Nobody's,
That's what
nobody's
teaching
teaching them that.
That's the thing, yo. You gotta think of the mindset, though. And the mindset is, this my block.
My
this
block,
it's not your block.
That's
It's not your
You
block.
don't own nothing.
Because when them fucking green suits come on, them green suits come
green
down
suits
that
come
block,
out there,
it
whoop
ain't
your
your
ass.
block no more.
Right, but check
Because
this
it
out,
never-
though. Check this out, though. That's your hood and that's your block, right? But it only take 2 cops to come clear your own block.
Mhm.
2. You don't need 5, 10.
Nope.
2.
And
And y'all could be out there deep on stops as soon as the cop get out.
Soon
Or
as
the
they-
green guy get
soon
out.
as
They
they-
could just be walking to the store. Everybody
as
going.
soon as they hear that,
But that's your block, though.
Yeah.
That's your
But
block.
that's the thing, though. It's,
You don't own
it's
anything.
their block when it's somebody of the same color,
Yeah.
Mhm.
then it's your block. When it's somebody else or somebody else's authority, then you don't have no
You
control.
have
You
no,
have no
bro.
control over
Like
it.
I
It's
said,
just
it's supply and demand.
Mhm.
They're lending that to you. Everything. So you don't own anything. That's why I try to tell my daughters and my son. I don't want y'all to ever think, because first of all, I don't ever make them think that they're obligated to have. So like when they be like, oh, with these Jordans and these iPhones, I said, I'm not obligated to give you that. I give it to you because you deserve it. Now what I tell them is, what you are obligated to have is knowledge, wisdom, and understanding.
Mhm.
You get what I'm saying? You're obligated to have that.
Yeah.
Because I tell them, I'm not going to be here. I don't know when I'm going to be here. So everything that was passed down to me from my father and my grandpa, my uncles and them, I passed it down to them. So I always tell them, man, don't ever let nobody alter your peace, because your peace of mind is everything.
Yes.
That's everything.
Yes.
Everything. I
Absolutely.
done left girls who messed up my peace of mind. Like seriously. I may have cheated,
Can we,
but I've done my
can we
peace of
highlight this? He said, peace of mind.
peace of mind. You know what I'm saying?
I heard you.
And it goes back to this thing that happened over the week. You know what I'm saying, with the rioting and looting, man. A lot of them guys ain't have no peace of mind.
No.
No.
Definitely didn't.
And that was their
No.
that was their breaking point.
That was their breaking point.
That was their
You
breaking
know what I'm
point.
saying? But that goes back to me saying the people that was doing a peaceful protest cannot criticize because there was a lot of criticizing about what they did.
But to back up your point, you know, a lot of people don't realize, you know, you go out there doing your protests and you go out there and police is out there, and you got people that sit there and, you know, racially profiled you, might planted some shit,
Planted
on you,
some
did all this other shit.
that everybody. I know all y'all drug dealers. Y'all know about Bloody and whatever that Puerto Rican girl that be planting shit on people on the narc league. I know they know.
Yeah,
Because you
so-
see their asses wasn't out there. Flowers wasn't out there neither. And y'all don't like him.
Right. My thing is this: to see some people, like, see those certain people out there is going to, like, ignite some type of rage already, because you already feeling some type of way about police brutality
Right.
and all this other stuff, and then you see somebody that did some bullshit to you, it's already going to make you be more upset, and that energy was already out there anyway.
Right.
So it was only like a
They
matter
just
of
use
time.
this as a reason, like
It's-
George
it was-
Floyd as a reason.
It was
to
only
do
a,
that
it
shit.
was only a matter of time. Like the shit, like people sit there and be so upset about the rioting and shit. Like shit ain't nothing new.
It's nothing new.
It's nothing new. Like the riots, like in businesses, you know, been fine. They bounce back. This and third. Rioting is the least worries about physical businesses. Their main issue or whatever the case may be is online freaking businesses like freaking Amazon.
Yeah, everybody. That's what I didn't understand. We all do online shopping more than anything.
Yeah,
now.
that's the business's major threat, right? If you don't have any type of online thing going
You
on,
lose more money online than you actually.
that's their biggest threat. You sit there breaking in and stealing some shit ain't gonna hurt their pockets as much as this online shit is hurting their pockets.
That's what me and
There's
Steve
stores.
talking
There
about.
has stores. There are stores that have closed
Shout out to my
down.
man Steve-O.
Peace, God. That's my boy.
There's stores that have closed down, like you said, because of the online business.
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
stores that shut down.
Yeah.
Like soon there won't be a Best Buy, a Mrs. G's. There won't be those.
Because
You
you
can
know
buy it
why?
offline.
Because you know why? Because they making it the whole online thing. It's y'all know about the seven deadly sins?
Yeah.
I know about the internet. I don't know
Sloth.
about that.
Sloth. What's the main one is sloth, laziness. So we can sit here, right? And we know we gotta go grocery shopping. We can sit here and be like, you know what? I'm gonna order this and
I
order
need
this.
eggs, milk.
I need eggs,
I'm
milk. I
I'm
need
serious.
this, and then put your
And
phone
I'm
down.
sitting here
The
saying,
next thing you know, you hear a doorbell.
I've been leaning towards doing this shit, bro, because I can't stand grocery shopping,
Bro, but-
And they know that. That's why they
especially
did it.
how it is now, where
Right.
they only allow a certain amount of people in. You out wearing masks,
Yeah,
you out doing all this other
so-
shit. I hate this shit, so I'm leaning towards more
I
to
get
do
online.
this
Look.
online shit.
My dad don't do it. You know why? Because my dad said, what do I look like trusting somebody dropping off some food that I'm supposed to eat?
Hell yeah. Well,
And I get it wholeheartedly.
That's like if you ordered something delivered.
Delivery. That's why when he go get stuff, he go there and he watch them make it. Like that's just him. But that goes back to
I can't
the
be that
saying.
paranoid.
Yeah, right. Like, cause he was making me, right? Cause he was making me
Bro.
like, bro, I'll order stuff.
Like,
Like,
I
you know
just
what I'm
ordered
saying?
something today. Like,
Yeah, bro, I'm sorry. I can't do that.
But that's when he brought up one of the seven deadly sins in America, sloth. That laziness. You get what I'm saying? The online thing is making us lazy. It
I
is.
still go grocery shopping.
I'm just saying though, like, but
I
like,
do too, but I don't like it. But I'm really starting to like, probably like within the next few weeks or so, I'm probably going to be using that online shit.
Yeah.
Because I can't stand it because I'm the person that mostly does the grocery shopping. So every week to go to the store, and I don't go to just one store. I
But
go
not
to,
all stores
I
is
go
doing
to-
that, make you wait in the line.
I go to a couple stores.
yeah,
So
I do that
to
too.
go to a couple
specific
spots,
stores.
Yeah.
and then you know, two of them I gotta wait in line for it.
Yeah.
So that's the thing. So that's the shit what's getting.
I'm just
annoying.
glad y'all ain't do nothing in Halo Farm because I love Halo Farm. And the Amish market because that's where I get all my fruits and stuff.
It's
So,
weird.
It's like Hello Farm ice cream is true.
word, man.
And
I
them
was-
donuts.
My best Amigo impersonation. Woo! Oh!
I just, I hope that this will be like a victory for us in some way, some shape or fashion.
We all
Because
hope.
I really like I said, I feel like anything less than murder. I think they charge you with murder too.
Second degree murder.
I don't know.
I heard they
charged
charged.
three.
I heard they were charged. I don't know what they charged.
Yeah, because at first they said it was murder 3, and what I tried to tell people was, don't clap about, don't praise that, because you know why? He could take a plea deal and get manslaughter. If you get murder 3,
They don't get probation.
and he get parole.
Like first degree murder.
Yeah, like
He wasn't gonna get first degree.
Of course
I
not.
knew that from
Yeah, like-
because first degree, it's a little bit of a thin line between first degree and second degree. First degree is like criminal intent to be like, all right, I'm going out there just specifically to kill this guy. You know, him being already in cuffs and him being in police custody, this, that, and the third, that kind of already put like the whole second degree into flourishing because all right, I got him in custody, but now I can just put my knee on his neck, whatever the case may be. So
But
I
that's
think
the part I didn't get though, bro. You already had him. You took him out the car. You took him in the store. The guy said that's not him. You were supposed to uncuff that man immediately. You were supposed to uncuff him. I mean, not cuff him. Uncuff him immediately. Immediately. No matter how angry he felt. I watched the video of these cops racially profiling a black dude, right? But they didn't even know the black dude was an FBI agent. They didn't even know. You seen that shit, right? They didn't even know. So he was like, take the cuffs off, blah, 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 blah. And then he was like, check my eyes. And he was like, watch this. The way they jaws drop. Oh, I'm sorry. He was like, get the fuck off me. He was cussing them out. He's like, y'all work for me. Y'all work for us. You feel me? And they feel like it's sad because they feel like we can't excel in nothing. They like we supposed to be underneath them all the time.
Yeah, bro.
It's sad, bro.
There was a documentary. I can't remember the name of it because I watched it like years ago. There was this one guy that was he was a former cop. And he was saying that like as far as like going through training, they would like basically profile like black folks. All right, if you in a certain neighborhood, look out for this and third, or if you see a black person, this is what you're supposed to do, this, that, and third. But honestly, it should come to no surprise to nobody because people just think, oh, because we had a black president, things have been, quote unquote calm. Just because it ain't happened to you don't mean it ain't calm. But ain't shit really changed. This, that, and third. It went from being slaves to, being, incarcerated, mass incarceration and all this shit, and, racial profile and all this other stuff. Shit ain't really changed. It just got a different face. It just got a different face.
That's all they do.
Racism just keeps changing. Racism keeps changing its mask. And then we just surprise, it's something different.
Yeah.
Like when you playing GTA, you change your clothes and the fucking stars start. You just change your shoes and you just shot 3 people, but the cops don't know that that's you because you changed your shoes.
Right.
Like no, it's the same shit. It's just racism just changes shoes.
Yeah,
that's what
like I said, bro. Racism ain't getting no worse. It ain't getting no worse. We as black people, we just got better at documenting it and putting it out there. Because now the technology that they so-called enforced us on is backfiring. It's backfiring. What can you say? Like, what can you like? And then for the country, the whole country, to be upset. Something gotta give. Now this ain't like 2-3 states. This is the whole country.
That's been happening.
And then not only that,
years.
other countries on the outside. I read a joint that the Ukraine was protesting over there.
Yeah,
about
there was a lot of countries.
a lot of countries.
Like 13, 14
yeah,
countries.
Sweden said we
London.
glad that y'all finally seen what American is for. When I read that article, I was like, damn.
It's what's crazy.
They know what's going on.
It's
I'm
crazy
like,
that
damn.
other countries are trying to defend us and be with us than our own country that we pay taxes with our own money. No, I'm just saying it's not a surprise. I'm just saying it's crazy to the fact of it's like, wow. It's like it's one of those like wow.
I was comforted by that when I read that.
I felt pretty.
Like, I felt good reading that. You feel me?
Because it's like wow. It's like you have a friend and somebody you don't even know is defending you more than your man's is, and you
Yeah.
just look at him like, wow, bro, really?
Right.
Okay. But like you said, it's no surprise, but it's one of those moments. It's like, wow, people are looking, people are listening.
I will say
We're
this.
not crazy.
I will say this, despite everything that's been going on for hundreds of years, I think now there's been a little bit more accountability, as far as like before, like a couple years ago, that shit with him putting his knee on his neck, that shit we ain't got that far. As far as him getting charged the way he's being charged, even with the shit with the Arbor dude that was jogging, like
that was pure. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. They murdered that man.
They did.
I don't care what nobody say.
My thing is this: had that been like 5-10 years ago,
That would have been okay.
They probably wouldn't even got to this point.
No, they would have swept that under the
They would have
rug.
swept that under the rug, man.
You feel me?
They're-
All these police, like this is what fucks me up, right? Because go back to your man Drew Brees. Now I just seen that shit where he said that shit, right?
Yeah.
But I had did research. You was taking a knee with your team, right?
That's why I said I
That
posted
don't
that.
make sense.
That's what I'm saying. It makes no sense. That's why I posted that picture and I said before you fix your mouth and talk about a movement you don't agree with, cover your tracks,
Right.
clown. Because you're a clown.
You live, and then
You're a fucking
this
clown.
and this is the shit that pissed me off, yo, because Kaepernick clearly said it's not about the American flag, it's not about the military. I'm taking this knee for police brutality on my people.
Yeah, bro, but
And
all-
people still
it took one.
said
took-
that, oh, he's doing that to disrespect the flag.
It
He
took
just
one-
told y'all he
All
wasn't.
it took was one narrative. Like you take one narrative and get it into people's head. That's all they hear.
Bruh.
Like it
And
took
it's-
one person
it's
to be like,
fucked
"Oh,
up.
he disrespecting the flag because he's doing it during the national anthem," and people took that and they ran with it. But that's the history as people as being human beings. Like if you don't have like no real knowledge of self or whatever the case may be, you want to take whatever somebody
Whatever you
gives you
say.
and then
Right.
run with it.
Right.
And that's what a lot of people do. They took what was told to them and then they ran with it. The media ran with it. All the other sports analysts ran with
They
it.
just
this, that, and
ran
third.
with it, bro.
They took, oh, he's disrespecting the flag, and it just created a wave of just people like, oh, he's disrespecting the flag. It didn't matter that we had military people saying, hey, I support what he's doing because I fight for people to have the right to do what they, peacefully protest.
Yeah.
It didn't matter because that narrative was already created, and those
right.
people already had it, in their
Set
mind
motion,
already
yeah.
that you disrespecting the flag, you're black, this, that, and third.
Right,
Be
right.
grateful, this, that, and third. You're making
Exactly.
millions
That's
of
the key
dollars.
word.
You
That's
don't
the
know.
key- that's
you
the
don't
key
know
word.
nothing
Be
about.
grateful.
You don't know nothing about no oppression because you got millions of dollars.
Oppression. Whoa. Oppression. When was white people ever oppressed?
No, I'm saying that they were saying that he don't know nothing about no oppression because he makes
Yeah,
millions
but
of
that's
dollars.
He wasn't always rich.
but that's what I'm saying
He
though.
wasn't always
That's why I said that.
But that's the
What?
thing.
When was white people ever oppressed?
Never.
When?
Never.
When?
Not in the history of America.
Unless you want to count the Great Depression, but it's like
That's economics.
I don't even count that. That's economics.
That has nothing to do. Everybody's fucked up.
Everybody was fucked up off of that.
Like,
But when have white people ever been oppressed? When have white people ever had to experience what we experienced?
never.
They
Never.
run this country.
They run it.
So
They
what
stole it and then they run it. That's why I ask people, what have white people done in this country besides steal? Besides steal, Boston Tea Party. They teach us about that in high school. People don't even know why that war really happened.
That was a protest.
That was a protest because they didn't want to pay taxes.
On
But y'all
tea,
forced taxes on us.
On tea, stamps, and all that.
Oh,
shit,
yeah,
bro.
but
just,
you forced us to pay taxes.
honestly, bro, that was an underlining thing to sit there and just break from British rule.
Yeah.
All right, they didn't want to follow that whole Parliament thing, which I don't understand. Because all y'all came from Europe.
Europe,
that shit
right.
came from Europe.
Europe, right.
So it basically was just a rebellion. It was a rebellion. It was like, hey, we don't like how y'all doing things. We want to do things our way. And they had a war about it. They ended up winning the shit, and then they took it. That's basically what the Civil War was about.
Yeah, absolutely.
Everybody keep talking about like, oh, the Civil War, blah blah blah. Lincoln freed the slaves. Lincoln didn't free the slaves. The only reason the slaves were free is because it made economic sense. Because how you gonna sit there and try to have a country run on economics and you got people doing free labor.
Free labor.
Nobody's going to be able to do any jobs because people working for free. So you got all these white people that can't get no jobs because I'm gonna pay you for it.
I'm gonna pay for it when I got it.
You
That's
just
why I
want it
was
for
telling people we built this country for free.
Mm-hmm.
Why are y'all bitching about some stores?
Exactly.
Facts.
When shit was built for free, we ain't get a dime for this shit.
Facts.
Your ancestors built this shit on hands and knees.
Because nobody
Fucker
told
was
them.
killed for sport. Was killed for sport. The fucking master's wife would want to fuck one of the slaves, and the master would get mad and kill him because he did off or some shit like that. So we was in a lose-lose situation with that. We got beat, chained, everything for little dumb shit. Fucking goes back to Django. You see how they fucking had them fucking dudes fighting for a sport? That's what they. That's
and that was real.
And that was real. But y'all really sitting here worrying about fucking materials.
My thing is this: if you don't.
Man.
My thing is this: do you blame the person for not having knowledge, or do you blame the person for just being ignorant about even receiving the knowledge?
Well, ignorant is a bliss, bro.
Yeah.
It's a bliss, man. So if you don't even want to, if you don't want to gain the knowledge and know about your own people, then you just, I'm gonna just look at you as you either a house nigga or a field nigga, whichever one you want to be.
Basically, that is. Ignorance has no color.
Yeah.
No,
So-
ignorance is no color whatsoever.
So that's my thing. If you don't want to know your knowledge, people gonna feel how they feel about certain shit.
Then they shouldn't say nothing about
They
it.
shouldn't. That's my thing. If you don't know nothing, don't
about
say
it,
nothing.
don't say
Yeah.
shit.
Don't say shit.
nothing about it.
Because people would, because I was like, people think like, oh, because they got a picture of Malcolm X and all them on their wall that they, you don't know nothing about. You don't know nothing about the cause. And that's why that goes back to me saying, Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, and all those other leaders, all their hearts was in the same place. They all wanted us to have equal opportunity and for them people to be held accountable the same way as they hold us accountable. They just went about it. They just had their different ways of going.
They wanted to meet back in the middle.
Thank
They
you.
just went
Thank you. They just had their
different
own different ways, but they was all gonna meet back in the middle.
Yes.
But people don't understand that. People, oh, Malcolm wasn't about this. What the hell? So you telling me you got a picture of Malcolm X on your wall with a gun looking out the window, and you tell me he wasn't about doing whatever he needed to do for his people?
He's
How
paranoid.
dumb do you
He was
sound?
paranoid. He was like,
How
somebody
dumb
come
do
to
you
me.
sound?
But one of my
said, by any means necessary.
One of my favorite quotes by him is, we didn't land on Plymouth Rock landed on us. And what I get out of that is, we didn't ask to come here.
Right.
Y'all brought us here.
Y'all brought us here.
And then now, y'all brought us here, you want to try to tell us what to do. We were fine.
Right.
So when a lot of people don't get that from that, it's like, oh, it's a cool quote, but it's like, think about what he's saying. Think about what a lot of these guys that are, those guys saying. Look at Huey Newton. He was the first person to know the whole place.
The whole Constitution, right? The laws, everything. And all he tried to do was feed us that knowledge and be like, look, you can do these same things. Don't let them tell you what you're limited to.
Yeah, and people said, a lot of people said that's a cool scene when he with the guns in front of cops. But that was like, if you look at the movie, that's a law. You have the right to bear arms. They can't take those guns. If those are your guns, they can't take them away.
They can't take them.
You got the proper paperwork, they can't take that shit.
But that's when I go back to me saying, they own the law was going to be made to protect them. See, they think that we wasn't going to read it because it was too long. Like my dad used to be like, read it no matter how long it is, this, that, and the third. That guy read every book, right.
You can get your firearms permit. You have the right to, or you probably will need to have one in the near future.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely, because don't focus on what you need to prepare yourself for what's about to happen next, man. Prepare yourself for what's about to happen next. Who knows what's going to happen next? They're already calling martial law and all this stuff like that. Prepare yourself. Prepare to protect your family. Protect you. Because if you're gonna sit there and still think about I can't do this, I can't do that, your life is
definitely gonna be another
I got mixed feelings on martial law because my man was breaking down some shit to me. He was like, listen, there's only but so many military people. There's more people in the U.S. with guns than there is military. So as far as martial law is concerned, that shit is just not. It's just really just a myth. They're saying that of course they're gonna bring army folk in to contain certain shit. That shit's been bad.
Right.
Like, so they do bring in military people in to contain some shit. Before it's like going like an all-out war with martial law and like the military like against the people, they're not gonna win because there's more people with guns than there is in the military.
Yeah.
There's more people with guns than people in the military, people in the police forces. There's 300 million people in America. There's roughly around 50 million people that own guns, and there's probably like maybe 4 million. Army, they're not gonna win that thing. Are the people gonna be rolling around in tanks on the street? If people keep, wilding up, then maybe. But as far as actual having martial law, like to the point where motherfuckers, you can't come outside, you gotta do some type.
They still destroying stuff in Minnesota right now. They still to this day.
Well, guess what? Guess how long that ride happened? Like this goes back to the Watts ride.
Yeah,
People don't even understand. I ask people, do y'all know why the Watts ride started? Nobody knew. This is why I tell people, do your fucking homework.
Learn your fucking.
That ride was started because they beat a fucking pregnant woman to death. And I forgot the guy's name, Marquis Frey. They beat him or something like that. It was something like that. But I know it was more with the pregnant woman. That's why that shit happened.
Yeah.
And it went on for days.
That shit wasn't over the Rodney King shit.
No, that was like a 19. That was like a 19. The Watts ride was like a 19. It was like 1968, 69. It was like going close to the 70s.
My bad. They did riot in Watts after the Rodney King shit.
Yeah.
They did that in Watts, LA, and a lot of other places. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So that's where I was confused at because I was like, the Watts riots. I'm forgetting that the shit. I do remember now with the pregnant lady.
With the pregnant lady. It was with the pregnant lady. They beat that fucking girl to death and they didn't get charged. So I'll tell them, everybody see, I know everybody see. If you watch that movie Rosewood, that'll tell you exactly how the fuck they treated us, That'll tell you.
Absolutely.
You feel me? It's just sad, man. Like, some of our people are systematically programmed that that's all they know. Or they don't want to know.
But it's been set up that way.
Right. So
it was like, it's kind of like you want the fence about it. You get mad at them for being systematically programmed because, that was the program that was, set in place.
Right.
This, that, and third. So if they don't really have knowledge of self, how can you really be mad at them? Knowing that you can do is just try to get that information to them.
Right. But then it's kind of like, it's like, when I'm dropping knowledge, it's kind of like, I'm not telling nobody that they're wrong.
Yeah.
I'm basically just giving you some insight on where your thought process is at.
Yeah.
If you bitch about materialistic than life, you need to reevaluate yourself.
Somebody.
Because all that people fail to realize, man. I could fucking break my TV today. I can go get that shit tomorrow when I get fucking paid.
Warranty.
Right, like come on,
you're gonna
man.
get a free
there's
TV.
no do-overs, man, with somebody's life taken. But see, as black people, we only want to feel like that when it happens to one of our family members. That's when we want to jump on board. But it shouldn't take that. It shouldn't have to be that way. Like I know people that was criticizing, right? Mm-hmm. One of their people just got killed, right? And now they on board. I'm just like, that's what it took.
That's all it took.
That's what it took. So it took one of your people, then another fellow black person.
There was one thing I wanted to touch on about this whole shit, but I know a lot of people exchanging this post about, it was saying that black lives don't matter to black people unless it's killed by, a white person, and that's a false narrative. Like y'all people have to do your research and stuff. With all the stuff that's been going on in black neighborhoods, with black
people was protesting when blacks was killing blacks.
That's what I'm getting at. There has been protests and stuff about stop the violence.
Yeah, they tired of it. Like, and people getting killed.
People get amnesia to that. Because people like, they don't protest like this.
But you also got to realize
that doesn't get.
If you say some shit happened in LA, they tired of black people killing black people, and there's protests going on about stop the violence and stuff. And you live all the way in New Jersey.
Yeah.
if the media don't cover that shit,
You ain't gonna never
what's
know.
going on
You never
over
gonna
that shit.
know.
And that's the thing, that media propaganda, they're not covering that type of stuff because it provides a positive insight on, something negative. Instead of third, they want to keep, fueling the fire on negative things. Like,
Perfect.
there's stuff
I'm
like
glad
that.
you said that. Newark had a peaceful protest, right?
Mhm.
But was that on the news?
No.
Camden had a peaceful protest.
Yeah,
Was that on
and
the
they
news?
need to work
No.
because
Maple
it's-
Shade had a peaceful
Yeah.
protest that was on that there.
You
Was that on
only,
the news?
you only
No.
know about that
They only
through
know
social
through
media.
the social media. But on TV, that wasn't on it. We was on TV. New York was on TV. Minnesota was on TV. Chicago, all them other states was on TV.
But they only showing the shit that's, violent stuff. All the protests and the looting and shit. That's the only shit that they're showing. They're not
That's what gets
showing
the views.
all the, the positive stuff and the peaceful protests
protesting,
and all that type of stuff. So
Mhm.
in your mind, all you seeing is the looting and shit. So it's all these protesters are looting this, that, and third, and they're doing something negative and they're not honoring George Floyd, blah, 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 because that's all you see.
Mm-hmm.
But as you dig deeper to realize what was really going on, you would know better.
Right. Absolutely. Those people, man, as my people, y'all just need to understand, man. Y'all come from royalty. We come from royalty, man. Like, we pretty much did this shit on our own. Like, we survived. And it just saddens me when people just value more materialistic things than life, and then did somebody else's life, I put it like that, until it happens to one of their own. And your mindset shouldn't be like that. And I had to delete a lot of fucking people because I just was like, dude, man. Like, dude, like.
If you think that's important, you're more lost.
You're more lost than anything. We're not condoning, just to let y'all, we're not condoning what happened in downtown.
Honestly,
We're not condoning. But